Today I'm going to shed a little light on one of the most therapeutic traditional foods that can be made by almost anyone. So for the broth, the stock really just requires celery, carrot tops, and carrots themselves, an onion. Use these outer skins. They add a very dense, complex flavor to your broth. And then from there you can play around. Today I have fresh rosemary. Garlic is a must. Ginger is certainly beneficial this time of year. Bay leaves add a bitter, almost peppery flavor. Leeks are going to be helpful to add bulk to your broth. I've got basil, oregano, rock salt, and black pepper. And now's a good time to add in all of your bones. There's still a little bit of meat left on this turkey, which is totally fine. There's no sense in throwing out the organ meats. These, in fact, are the most mineral-rich part of the bird. The skin is very highly packed with collagen, and that's really what we're trying to get out of this broth here. So now the last step is just to cover our bones with water. So my preference is to use a slow cooker. It's so simple, you really just put everything into it and forget about it for a couple of days. You can, however, use a stovetop, and clearly that's the traditional way of doing it. There are some risks associated with doing it on the stove. You have to keep a much closer eye on your broth, and of course a really low temperature is important. Maybe doing your broth for a period of 24 hours is a wiser idea. If you have a crock pot, they're so easy to buy. You can pick them up from essentially any department store, and oftentimes a lot of thrift stores will have them. So now our broth has been cooking for about 48 hours, and what you're left with is a really kind of an oily soup, but that's exactly what you want. All of the bones have broken apart, the veggies are incredibly soft. What you're gonna do next with this is strain off the liquid. With what remains, bones, little bits of meat, vegetables, you can compost those. So that's perfect. That's pretty much all of the broth that I was able to make. I'd say that's about 1 liter. And this would be the perfect amount to use in your turkey soup.